As we find ourselves on the cusp of the January transfer window, our friend Jacob Powley has provided us with some insight as we take a look at some potential opportunities to add to Kieran McKenna's squad. Of all the contributing factors to Ipswich Town's promotion from League One last season, ambitious and astute January recruitment was one of the most vital. 2023 has surpassed all fans' expectations, and with the right additions there's no reason why Kieran McKenna's side can't make a good go of achieving back-to-back promotions. Central midfield is a position which needs strengthening. Massimo Luongo, Jack Taylor and Sam Morsey have all enjoyed very solid campaigns so far, but an extra body is a must, especially with the skipper likely to face at least one further suspension before the season is out. Here are the attributes Town will be looking for when scouting for potential arrivals. Tough tackler. When Morsey is absent, Town lacks some steel in the middle of the park, so a ball winner would be a welcome addition. Young. Morsey and Luongo will be difficult to dislodge from the starting 11, but with both of them over 30 years old, Town ideally need to look to the future for a player who can become a key member of the squad in the coming seasons. Technical ability. McKenna's side like to take risks in possession, so being comfortable on the ball in tight areas, being able to withstand pressure and play passes in dangerous areas of the pitch is a desirable attribute too. Let's look at some of the players who would fit the criteria. Our first pick is Timo Robertson of Aston Villa. In autumn 2022 he was thriving in Mick Beale's expansive high-energy QPR team. Like most of his Rangers teammates, his form eventually dipped, but for a teenager in his first loan spell, he showed a lot of promise, and if not for a pre-season injury, would have been given another shot at Championship football in the summer window. Stylistically very similar to Panucci Kamara, the Robertson is excellent at both winning the ball and carrying it up the pitch. Even though Kamara's Town move hasn't worked out, the sizable fee paid for him suggests that McKenna likes having a player of his profile in the squad, and Villa's England under-20 international is a younger and better quality alternative. With Unai Emery's men on course for a lofty Premier League position and European football again next season, academy graduates like Robertson may now find first-team opportunities limited as Villa set their sights a little higher. Recent reports have indicated that the midfield has been earmarked for a January exit, so the opportunity to bring him to Portman Road is there. Next up is Manchester City's Alex Robertson, who is currently on loan at Portsmouth. The treble winners poached him from rivals Manchester United when he was 15, and he's earned plaudits at Fratton Park for his controlled displays so far this season. Robertson has played as a number 10, a sitter, and in a box-to-box role, and this versatility would help him adapt to Kieran McKenna's in-game tactical tweaks. He can get muscled off the ball a little easily at times, but, like most players to pass through the Manchester City Academy, his technical ability is astounding, and he would have no issues adjusting to the style of play. Given rotation in the final few months of the season will be key, even if the Morsey-Luongo pairing is preferred in the big games, a player with Robertson's skill set may be better placed to unlock compact defences against the division's weaker sides. A permanent move would obviously interest Ipswich due to the youngster's high potential. Manchester City are never under any pressure to sell, so their players come at a premium, but at 20 years old, the recently capped Australian international probably won't make the grade at the Etihad, and a Championship move seems a realistic next step for him. David Kumu, Huddersfield Town. If Town can't snatch any young prospects away from Premier League clubs, they can always look further down the Championship. Since returning from an early season injury, David Kumu has been a key player in a struggling Huddersfield Town side. Without the 24-year-old's tenacity in the middle of the park, the Terriers would probably have slipped into the bottom three by now, but his willingness to put his body on the line for the cause helps to drive his teammates around him. Although still relatively young, he could be one for a leadership role in the future, and playing alongside the likes of Morsey and Luongo will help to develop these skills further. Kumu was a regular starter in Liam Manning's MK Dons side of 2 seasons ago, so he'd have no problems dealing with the technical demands of Kieran McKenna's football. When he swapped MK for Huddersfield in 2022, the Terriers had just lost in the Championship playoff final and would have expected to push on again, but have since been mired in consecutive relegation battles. Surely the offer of a promotion push in 2024 with Town would be too much for the player to turn down. Hakeem Adoffin, Rotherham United. Another player at risk of dropping to League One is Rotherham's Hakeem Adoffin. The 25-year-old has been a shining light for the Millers in an otherwise poor season, establishing himself as a fearless opponent in tough midfield battles. Primarily a destroyer, he possesses a powerful long-range shot which has helped him grab 3 goals so far this season, including against Town's promotion rivals Leeds. Being a willing runner off the ball too, he has the stamina to slot into Town's high-intensity system with ease. For all the quality he would bring, his weakness in possession would be a concern. McKenna places such an emphasis on playing out from the back, and a Doffin could become an easy target for high-pressing opposition looking to win the ball high up the pitch. He does, however, offer versatility and is deputised at centre-back for Rotherham when needed, which is something which could benefit Town. Axel Twanzavy and George Edmondson have both struggled with fitness throughout their careers, and having extra cover in that area of the pitch could also free up Elkan Baggett for a much-needed loan move. Max Bird, Derby County. For 2 seasons, Derby's Max Bird has been a standout performer in League One. A Rams Academy graduate, already has extensive experience with 150 league games under his belt, but at 23 years old, he also has room to develop further. The Burton-born midfielder has an outstanding football brain, helping him to ruthlessly pounce on opposition mistakes. This ability to intercept the ball means he rarely has to resort to strong tackles to win it back, but he's no stranger to a tough challenge when necessary. His composure in possession is another attribute that will surely put him on McKenna's radar, and the opportunity to play under Town's highly rated and progressive manager would probably appeal to the player too. Bird's contract expires in the summer, so he could be available for a knockdown price, but that also means there'll be fierce competition for his signature. So there are some thoughts on adding central midfield options to our current squad. Please feel free to post your comments and maybe some suggestions of your own below, and as ever, please like and subscribe.